What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the VSO Gun Channel. I'm out here with the Norma BondStrike, and this is basically a hunting cartridge that Norma came out with this past year at SHOT Show. They were posting some pretty impressive numbers and some pretty impressive video. Fair warning, this video will not be nearly as nice. So if we take a look inside, we can see that we have these cartridge carriers, and these are fairly robust. They're made out of polymer, open on the back, closed on the front, and you can basically tell what Norma's trying to do here is protect those projectiles there on the back. And they're fairly robust. Like, I can't just grab hold of this rim and pull it out. I actually have to push on the neck of the cartridge there to get that thing out. They do break, so they can snap into increments of 5. So that's what it looks like straight out of the box. You can see that it has a polymer tip on there, ballistic tipped. And when I put them back in, we can hear, I'll try to be quiet, they snap into place, and basically what that is it's coming back and dropping into that retainer. So when somebody says Norma to me, I think precision rifle ammunition manufacturer based in Europe. And my question is, I'm an American, and because I'm an American, I don't own a single bolt action rifle. All my guns are semi-automatic, all of them. I used to own a 50 BMG that was a bolt action rifle, but that was simply because I couldn't afford a $10,000 Barrett, and that's the only reason. I've since don't have that gun anymore, and I definitely don't have a bolt action 308. So my question is, did Norma do their homework on the semi-automatic component of the US market? Will it play nice with my evil black rifles? And the other question I have is, and I can't be definitive on this, but I'm going to venture to guess that they probably didn't do any testing with suppressors, so I'm also going to throw a little bit of that testing in here today. Euro ammo, Euro rifle. This is actually a C308. This is a Century Arms import, and basically, for anybody who's not familiar with this rifle, is they basically bought up all of the old sent me kits, made them actually work, put this Picatinny rail on top of there, and I've added some extra stuff. It's got a Midwest Industries 2-chamber brake. I believe we have a full video out on that. And then I retrofitted the Midwest Industries M-Lock rail to fit on this gun. They don't typically fit. I had to make this piece up here, but they do fit your actual AK or HK pattern guns. So anyway, I've got a full magazine here of the BondStrike, and we're just going to cycle it and see if it makes it through the magazine. We'll start off over here. Ooh, she hits like a ton of bricks. Got him. Yes. Now we'll rake the range this way. That one's quartered away. That one's paper. We're gonna shoot Kurt. Okay, I'm gonna give you right off that the BondStrike has got some recoil impulse. I'm not seeing where the rounds are ejecting, or the casings are ejecting. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if we can't dump it into that van down there and see if we can't make it through. Did you guys hear that double up? Whoa, what was that? I have no idea what that was. That was pretty cool. But I'm seeing the casings go over there. I'm gonna see if I can't step off, find one and step off the ejection distance. Same position of the camera. This is the farthest one that I found. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, we'll say roughly 10 yards of ejection, maybe lucky bounce. So in the name of ammunition conservation, we're gonna like quadruple dip here. So our second semi-automatic gun, the Stag 10, and you can see I've got a 3-power ACOG on top here and a Energetic Arms box. Because I've only got about 100 rounds to do this testing, we're gonna do our second semi-automatic test, full 20 rounds in this magazine right here. But we're also gonna combine it with the first suppressor test, as well as accuracy and chronograph data. The sun is doing weird things today, so we're gonna have to cover the chromophore. So here we go, 50 yards. 10? I think that's 10. So the good news of this being ammunition testing is you don't have to claim responsibility for crappy shooting. You can blame it on the ammunition. But no, in all seriousness, I pulled this shot right here. We'll measure it anyway. But at worst, we've got an inch. And if we spot Norma Kurt's crappy shooting, then we get 0.6. I really want to try and capture one of these things, so I'm going to start off with some household items. First up, an egg. Survey says negative. Get that scrambled egg off my lens. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm going with not even a fragment. This be a high. We make peanut butter and egg sandwiches. Critter's gonna eat good tonight. Oh my. Ah. That's gonna take forever to clean. You know what? This finger's not that dirty. Actually, I haven't eaten today. Now that I've finished my lunch, I guess I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder to get one of these things to stop. Because we're testing ammunition, I want to see how the actual projectile technology performs in a soft medium as far as how much it jackets out, if you will. So what I've got here is a Tavor 7, and at the timing of the filming of this video, this gun has not yet been released to the market, but what we've got here is a absolute co-witness mount from Midwest Industries on an MRO, an Enforce Light, and then the Bowers 375 here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this lift up right here, and we're going to shoot into that barrel full of water, and we're going to see if we can't recover the projectiles. I'm going to be shooting both the BondStrike and some M80 ball just to see if we can't see what the difference in terminal ballistics is as far as the projectile technology is concerned. And it's still running.
Shockwave didn't kill it.
I see bullets. They look like pistol bullets that have been fragmented.
They look like they're all there.
That's pretty neat. Alrighty, well, I think that you guys can see a significant difference here. These are the M80 FMJs, so this is the ball ammo. You can see that they flattened and squished a little bit in that water. That's kind of expected. They may have lost a little bit of mass there at the back, but you can see here the BondStrike's substantial difference as far as what the bullet is doing when it strikes the water. So as far as this performance out of the BondStrike is concerned, the only other thing I have to compare it to are the product photos that were distributed at SHOT Show this year. And as far as I can tell, this looks, just by eyeballing it, about 20% more jacket out in straight water as opposed to the ballistics gel that they use to take their photos. So at the bottom of our barrel, there was a fair amount of fragments, and I want to see how much the M80 contributed and how much came from the BondStrike. So we're going to start off with the FMJ rounds here. I only have a scale that works in grams, so we're going to do all 3 of them at once. I've done the conversion here, and our theoretical should have been 28.58 grams. So I have no idea where that lies in there. So we're just going to take what we've got. I know this isn't super significant on the figures. Right around 90% retention, 91% retention on the M80, and this is probably where it all came from. It probably just all squeezed out the back. There were some decent sized fragments in there that I think came from the M80, and all of those projectiles look like that. These should have weighed 180 grains to start with. So our conversion, our theoretical should have been 34.9 on these guys. So we're just gonna 29 grams divided by 34.99, and we get a retention of approximately 82%. So real quick disclaimer as well, I actually misremembered the infographics that I saw when I was going back watching the video to make this video for you guys. They were getting between 70 and 90% retention. So we're within the range here in our 40-foot test, if you will, into the water. Well, we're about to go munitions expended, guys. We're almost out of ammunition for this particular project, but I promised you guys more suppressor tests, and I have just enough to do our last one. So in my mind, the most important suppressor tests are accuracy and repeatability, and then of course whether the gun functions with the ammunition silencer gun combo. And I even made sure to throw in a direct impingement gun to make sure that that was in play. However, because it's hunting ammunition, I would also say that the performance of the ammunition after dark is also a factor. So I went ahead and grabbed the Stag 10, and in that 18-inch barrel with the silencers that I have picked, we should see almost nothing after the first round pop. So I've brought out both the Bowers 375 and the EA Vox, the 2 cans that we used throughout the video, to see how the ammunition plays after dark. If it's truly loaded for semi-automatic use, then it ought to be able to burn up all that powder inside that can and inside that barrel before it gets out. So hopefully nothing after first round pop. Here we go. Unsuppressed. Bowers 375, here we go. The Vox. Alrighty there, guys. You heard some stuff raining over there. That concludes our testing of the BondStrike from Norma. I couldn't see anything really out of the cans as far as standard color vision is concerned. Obviously, you guys have a better view than I do. These tests are pretty anticlimactic when I watch them because I can't really see much. You guys have a better view than I do. But I'll go ahead and splice those side by side so that you guys can see them all side by side. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the VSO Gun Channel. Hopefully we'll see you guys on a future video. Now I gotta find my stupid mags.